Hello everybody. Today we're taking a look at one of my favorite air guns, the Diana Model 25 and 22 caliber. This particular rifle is Winchester Model 425, but other than the name stamped on it, there is no difference. The 25 is one of my favorite air guns because it's something that's hard to find these days. It's a lower powered 22 caliber that's very well made. It is very easy to cock and quite accurate at short ranges. The Diana Model 25 was also sold as the High Score 801. The Diana Model 25 was made from 1950 until 1986 and was made in both 177 and 22 caliber. This was a very popular air gun. The production numbers I've seen range from 10 to 12 million, so they are not rare. However, they do not come up for sale very often in the United States, so the owners seem to keep them once they get one. The 25 is a medium-sized air gun. It's 38 inches long with a 16-inch barrel, and it weighs 5 pounds. Since it is an older design, it does have a leather seal, so it has to be oiled periodically. The 25 was made with two different triggers, a direct sear setup on the plain Model 25 and the ball bearing trigger on the Model 25D. All Winchester 425s, like this one, have the nicer ball bearing trigger. The stocks on the Model 25s are a very plain hardwood. Some earlier models had finger grooves in the fore end. There was also a deluxe model made in the mid-80s that had a nicer stock. There's rubber buttons set into the stock so you can stand up the rifle on a hard floor and it will not slide over and fall. The front sight is a typical tapered post with a sunshade on it. This sight was used on many different Diana models from the 1950s through the 1980s. The rear sight is missing on this rifle, so I have installed a Williams low-profile peep sight that works very well. The finish is about as good as that on my Beeman R1. The cocking arm pivot uses a bolt instead of the usual pin. Also note that a lock screw is used on both the cocking arm and the barrel pivot. That's not done these days to save cost. The ball bearing trigger setup for the Model 25 gives it a very good trigger for an inexpensive gun. First stage is fairly long and takes about 1 pound and 4 ounces. Second stage breaks right at 2 pounds. The first stage is fairly long, but there is a definite stop at the second stage and no creep. The Diana Model 25 was considered a youth air gun, and that's unfortunate. Any enthusiastic air gunner would enjoy shooting one of these rifles. It's compact, light, quiet, and is the perfect backyard plinker. In 22 caliber, the Model 25 makes 6 to 7 foot-pounds muzzle energy depending on the pellet. This means a 14-grain pellet will run in the mid-400s. The lightest pellet I tried, the H&N Field Target Trophy green pellet, ran about 535 feet per second. Cocking the Model 25 only takes about 14 pounds of effort. The cocking stroke is very smooth and quiet until the very end when the sear latches. Enough of me babbling on about how nice the Diana Model 25 is to shoot. I'll put up a graphic showing the speeds with several different pellets, then we'll do some accuracy testing at 10 meters and 25 yards. And we'll see just how accurate the Model 25 can be with pellets it really likes. And just out of curiosity, I have tried a couple of groups at 50 yards, although I won't be showing any of them today. If you have no wind, you can get groups in about 2 to 2.5 inches at the best, but the pellets take about a half second to travel 50 yards, and if there's any wind at all, the groups are just terrible. I hope you've enjoyed taking a look at one of my favorite air guns, the Diana Model 25, or in this case, Winchester Model 425. These are really nice old guns. If you have one, they're definitely worth shooting. Thank you for your time and see you again.